Today we're heading out to another little waterfall called Long Creek Falls. We just turned off here on the service road, as you can see. From what I can tell and what I've been reading online, it is about 5 miles down this service road before we actually hit the trail. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna keep the camera rolling this entire time. I'm going down the little 5-mile trek here. I'll only try to highlight any sections that get a little bad. We'll assess what kind of vehicles can go down through here after we get to the end. Like a little private housing down here too. I'll say this just on the first less than a mile, I would say. So the road should be pretty good through here. Okay, now we're at the Blue Ridge Wildlife Management Area. I'm gonna stop right here and see what this tells us. So we stopped here at the Wildlife Management sign. As you can see, Department of Natural Resources, Wildlife Management Area. And walk over to the sign here. It doesn't look like there's much information. A little bit about trout fishing, I believe. Artificial lures, things of that nature. Just fishing rules, things of that nature. Turning around, it looks like creeks, safety tips, fishing rules. You know, all the stuff that's on a wildlife management sign. So get back in the truck and head on up the road. So far this road seems pretty decent. There's a couple of side trails it looks like I could probably go up. We're not going to do it today. We're just going to head on down to the Long Creek Falls Trailhead first. Alright, there's a little camping area right here, right by the creek it looks like. I'd say people do a little bit of fishing through here. I have to remember that for later. That was a steep little up and down, but I think most cars can handle that. That area right there might be a little make it or break it for folks. We're going to get past the bike rider here. He was moving right along. Alright, so right now we're at the halfway mark. It's right at 2.5 miles out of our 5-mile trip. There's only one sketchy spot. That's the spot we just came at. That's about, I think it was 2.6 miles, 2.7 to that little area that had that dirt pile on the right side. It actually looked more like a rock. So a little sketchy getting through there. I tell you, I wouldn't have a problem bringing a lower profile vehicle to this area. Just make sure your plate is safe. Should make it through just fine. So I think that person is living out here. Okay, we're about another 1.5 miles to the destination, to the trailhead. Got another little campsite out here at 1.5 miles. Looks like a nice little area. It falls along the creek. People have gotten trailers out here, it looks like. What we got coming up through here? So we got a BMW back here, yeah. You guys can make it, we're good. He didn't look too happy though. Pretty funny actually. I brought a BMW back here. 1 mile to the trailhead. Up on another little rocky area through here again. There's several of these up this road. Seems like about every mile or so going uphill. Be mindful of that. Be all right. I mean, the BMW made it through, so. He's gonna be hating me if he sees this video. Okay, looks like we're here. All right, so we have made it up to the trailhead of the falls. We're gonna walk down here in just a moment and check out the beginning of the trailhead and about how far it's gonna take us out that trail. As far as the road, yeah, it's 5 miles. You gotta take it slow. If you're in a lower profile vehicle, definitely take it slower. But I'm definitely sure most vehicles can make it out here. So let's head on down to the trailhead. All right, we've made it to the trailhead. It looks like Long Creek Falls is 1 mile down to the falls themselves, and then you can go up to Springer Mountain on the other side of the road, and that's going to run you about a 4.5 mile trek. So I'm going to walk just a few ways down this other side because there is a nice bridge that goes over the creek that I want to check out before we get on the trailhead. All right, and here's that little bridge I was talking about that crosses the creek. Looks like we've got maybe a small couple of campgrounds on either side of us here. Take a quick look over here across this bridge. Oh, this is nice. Oh, that's pretty. When I come back down through here, I'm gonna get some good pictures of this area. This is awesome. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely. You guys, seriously, you've got to come out here. This is a really, really nice area. Yeah, there's campgrounds everywhere. All right, so we're gonna head back over to the trailhead, head on up and see the falls. It hasn't been doing any raining, so they're probably not gonna be real rapidy today, but at least we'll get to see them, and you'll get to see how to get out here today. So let's get on the trail. All right, here we go. Just a 1 miler, shouldn't be bad. We'll see what kind of uphill, downhill descents we've got. Hello. All right, so I've gotten just a little ways down the path here, and I've already ran into quite a few people. A lot of people bring their dogs out here. A lot of people out here maybe walk the trails, sit down along the way and eat lunch. Be a nice area to come. Nice foliage through here. All right, so we've made it a little ways more down the trail, and it's not been real bad. It's actually been pretty flat besides the one little area I just got into. As you can tell behind me, the way I just came down, it's a little downward descent, and if you look in my forward direction, it's gonna go through a little creek area and then up the hill a little ways. So there might be a little up and downs through here, but so far this trail is really clear, very well maintained, no garbage out here. Very well populated, so I'm thinking most everybody's going to be able to get back here fairly easy. Yeah, it does go up descent a little bit. Here, I'll show you, and then I'll shut it off. We'll make it up to the top. There you go. You see that? All right, it's going up a little ways more. All right, so it got to the top of that one little area, and it flattened out a little bit more when we got to the top of it, but came around the bend just a little ways, and now we're here. You go, we're heading up another little ascent here. We'll see how far this goes up and around. Honestly, it's really not as bad as it looks. As a matter of fact, you probably really can't tell how steep it is on camera. I usually notice that in my videos after I say something steep. Kind of looks like it's straight, so, but believe me, it's a little uphill. So as you can see behind me, we're heading up another uphill descent, and still going up hills a little ways. A little bit rocky, roots protruding out of the ground. Pretty good little uphill descent. And bear in mind, right now it's real dry. If it had been raining or so, all these roots are sticking out of the ground. Be extremely slippery. So just be careful. Try to avoid them where you can by going up the sides. Yeah, so it looks like the last part of this, pretty much all uphill. Well, we'll get on a little ways more. Hopefully we'll get to see some waterfalls soon. All right, I think we're getting really close to the falls. It did level out quite a bit when you got to the top area here. I can hear some dogs barking down to the left. So we're gonna keep heading on down a little ways. As you can tell, it's kind of starting to go downhill again. So you can hear some people in front of me here, so we'll shut the camera off. Head on down a little ways more until we get there. All right, so we have made it to a little fork in the road. Down to my left here is Long Creek Falls. Over here, Benton McKay Trail, Appalachian Trail, Benton McKay Trail. So definitely got a little fork in the road here. I'm sure a lot of people hiking to Benton McKay. I was gonna check out the Long Creek Falls while they're here. I'm gonna stop here for a second. We'll turn it back on when we get down to the falls, but I wanna get some pictures of this area. I'll post those to my Southern Adventures Facebook photography page. I will link that in the description below so you can see those full resolutions. So I can start to hear the falls now. I can actually see them through the brush a little bit. Just a few more steps here. I'll turn the camera around and we've made it. Wow. A lot of people down here too. Here. I found a little path up to the side here that's going to take us to the top of the falls. Not real slick or slippery right now, but if it's been raining, it probably will be. A lot of rocks. I'll turn it around for you here. Once we get up here, we're going to take a few pictures of the top of the falls. Actually, right here is a good shot too. So let me turn it around so you can see, and then we'll make it up to the top. We'll head on up. Oh yeah. Very, very pretty. I know it's probably hard to hear me. We're almost at the top and here we go. Wouldn't go much further than this, but we're here. All right guys, so we tracked down 1 mile to get to Long Creek Falls. Finally made it. A lot of folks out here enjoying themselves, having a good time, sitting down eating lunch, taking pictures by the waterfalls. A great area to come see. Come enjoy yourself out here. It's my turn to get out there, take some pictures, maybe get a selfie. I'll post that on my Facebook page too. But listen, until next time, get out there and create your own adventure.